Okay, we'll get started. We're gonna just run through some pictures to show everyone what this summer will bring. And before I get started, I want to thank Catherine Ato. She put together all the pictures. She helped me out getting the slideshow together. So Catherine, thank you so much. It looks great, and yeah, I really appreciate it. So the first picture, the first slide, the very first picture is from the Junior Big Boat Day. The sailors get to drive the boats they sail on members' boats, and it's really one of the highlights of the summer. We do that in each session. The next one is an opti, and the third one is sailors on the dock.
Why are you doing this? What is this for?
Sailing camp.
Okay.
Why? Why do you have to listen to it? Dad, why do you have to...
Whoever, please mute
Can everyone
yourself.
mute themselves because we don't hear anything?
All right, the next picture is on our lawn, the students, and at the pool. So they every day they have pool time, they have games on the lawn. This is the one that my cursor, that's the Opti Greenfleet Regatta. We have these special marks that we put out. That's Greenfleet is a beginner regatta, so they sail around these pool floats. That's again our sailing area where they practice. Okay, I have to come back. Yeah, these are just pictures. They have a lot of fun rafting up, playing on the club grounds. This is on the dock where they rig the boats. They have to do that every morning, and then during lunch they take the booms off so the boats don't sail away, and then they go back out in the afternoon. That's going in and out of the harbor. Some swim time. You can see it's not much wind on these pictures, so the kids get to swim and cool off. Adventure sailing, this is always really fun. They visit different little islands around that they can visit and do like find treasure on the beach, and it's all around the coast here. So the kids usually love to have a destination to go to. Okay. There's some baby swans that we had last year. Some games in the park, and paddleboarding, which is another very popular light air activity. We have 8 paddle boards, so the kids get to go and they don't mind doubling up or tripling up. Pool time, always very popular. When it's really hot, we extend the pool time. This is our tent where people get dropped off in the morning and picked up in the afternoon. It's always a nice meeting ground. We have the ice cream cooler down there, and yeah, they're just hanging out. More opti sailing. Beginners like to buddy sail, and we do that if, until they're ready to sail on their own. They enjoy sailing together. This is actually one picture is on the dock, but the other one is at a regatta. Looks like Larchmont. So the older sailors, they go racing, and they go to all the different clubs to the regattas. And yeah, that concludes the slideshow in the beginning. So our mission is we want to make this program fun. We want to make it safe, and we want to give the best instruction possible. Sailing is a very multifaceted sport. You can have very windy days. You can have days with no wind. And the kids have to learn to be flexible, to learn about nature and learn about the tides, the wind. And but the amazing thing is when they cast off and they steer their own boat and they have that independence, it's really a great moment for them. Our student to instructor ratio is low. We aim for 5 students for 1 instructor. Sometimes it's 6 if it depends on the groups. All instructors are certified by US Sailing. They all take a CPR and first aid course. Everyone has to wear life jackets when they're on the docks or on the water. And we have a safety plan on file. We also practice, like we do a live practice if there's any injury or if we have to call an ambulance. We do like drills before the program starts. We've never had to have that happen, but we do prepare for whatever could come our way. Again, safety is our #1 priority. So we take it very seriously. The launches, there's a limit of 6 sailors in each launch. That also prevents overcrowding, and we try to keep the group small and the kids to stay together so they make friends and get to know each other. Our arrival is at 9 a.m. and pick up at 4 unless people have the early drop-off or late pickup. And each sailor will have their own boat to sail in unless they're in a fever, which is our double-handed boat. Usually we try to, in the double-handed boat, we try to keep the sailors together. If they don't get along, we will swap them out. You know, they can try to find another partner. So we try to match sailors to their ability and also make it fun for them to sail with someone they like. New this year is our lunches will be prepared in-house by our chef Antonio. We offer regular or vegetarian lunches, and we're a nut-free program because there's some allergies. So we're going to send out an email so everyone can say if they want to have the vegetarian or the meat option. We try to give the sailors healthy food, minimally processed and freshly prepared. After lunch, the sailors go into the pool, but the pool, we're sharing it with club members, so it's not exclusively for the kids. So we have to be a little bit mindful of other people using the pool. If your child is not feeling well, don't send them to the camp. Just call us, let us know, because we don't want to, they don't have fun and they could make other children ill. We also ask if like people have doctor's appointments or something, you can send your sailor for the half day and pick up at lunch or drop off at lunch, but not, for example, not during the session when they're out on the water. We cannot send a child in at 11 a.m. or at 2 p.m. So we only offer half day if they need to get picked up for whatever reason. Oops, okay. If your child has minor injuries, scratches, bruises, we will inform you, we will give them band-aids, but every coach has a first aid kit on their boat and an ice pack, so we look after the sailors. If they need to go in, we'll have them wait in the office and call the parents. The safety plan is on the website. All right. If we have storms coming through that are named storms, like tropical storms, torrential rain, wind storms, tornadoes, we may cancel the program. We will let you all know the day before, because if it's that stormy, we need to take our tent down, and then there's really no dry place for the sailors to do indoor lessons. We have a zero tolerance for bullying. If we have a problem, or if, let's say, your child reports that they're being bullied, please let us know, and we will address this immediately. We want all sailors to feel safe, to feel comfortable, and we're very strict about that. So now we get to what to bring. Every sailor needs a life jacket, and there's some example. The Coast Guard approved Type 3. You can get them at Landfall or West Marine. Make sure you don't get a water skiing life jacket. They have a different shape, and they're not as good for sailing. If your sailor forgets their life jacket, we have a couple, but we want everyone to have their own, because they need to fit properly, and so the kids are comfortable and can move around in their life jackets. Also, we don't serve any sodas, so everyone needs a water bottle, and we have refill stations and also the coaches bring ice water on their boats. If the sailors get thirsty on the water, they can refill the bottle. We ask you that you lotion up your children at home, and bring extra lotion, so after lunch they can reapply. We don't recommend aerosol, because it gets sprayed in other sailors' eyes, or they breathe it. So please bring like the regular lotion. They need a towel and bathing suit, some money for ice cream, a hat, sunglasses, closed-toed shoes. And this is really important. If they come in flip-flops, they will nick their toes. They can get splinters. And so water shoes, Crocs, or old sneakers are the best. Please make sure you label every personal item, towel, life jacket, everything they bring, put your name on it. We usually have a huge lost and found box, and if we don't know whose stuff it is, we can't return it. We don't allow cell phones on the water. The coaches have their phones so they can check the weather, or if they're outside of the radio range, but otherwise all phones have to stay on land, and parents can call the office if they need to get in touch with their sailors. We will also have another phone number in the junior sailing office, but it's not operational yet. As soon as we have that number, we will publish it to everyone. Reminder, the final payments are due before your child can attend. So I know the the deadline was June 1st. There are a few stragglers. If you have issues or questions on your bill, please contact us. We work it out, but we try to settle everything before we get started with the camp. What's new this summer? We have a couple new coach boats. We add to our fleet every year. We have a very large group this summer. We will continue to offer the Melges 15 on Friday afternoons. It's more of an advanced boat, not so much for the beginners. We have our sonar is ready to go, which is a great keel boat for the younger kids to go out in small groups. And our junior sailing commissioning is on Friday, June 28th from 3 to 5. This is a great time to stop by and meet the coaches and see everything will be ready, and sailors can see the boats they will be sailing. So really nice. We have a nice party. We will have refreshments. So please, if you can make it, bring your kids, come by, and it's our official opening of the program. The typical day is as follows. The sailors arrive at 9 a.m. They drive in, we have signage, they drive in the lower parking lot and then let their sailors get out of their car, and we check them in. We have a sign in and sign out list. So make sure they stop by at our tent and don't just walk onto the club grounds and we don't know they have arrived. Same when you pick up, make sure you sign them out so we know they've been picked up and didn't just walk off. You meet your instructor and the groups get together. There will be a chalk talk where they talk about what they will be learning that day. Then they get brought out to the docks by motorboat and they rig up their boats. Then they go sailing. They come back in and have lunch and pool time, and followed by an afternoon sail. After that, there will be a short debrief and ice cream and pickup. We have special events. We try to do different things every week. We have fun Fridays, sonar sailing, big boat day. Every session we do a trip to the dunes, which is a beach in Long Island. It's very popular. They have a picnic there. They stay out all day. Color games, Olympics, and many other games and activities when there's no wind or when just to have fun and not just be sailing. Even the beginners get to participate in our Green Fleet Regatta, and as the sailors get more experience, they go to Larchmont and all the other yacht clubs to race against other juniors in Long Island Sound. I want to say thank you to my junior sailing committee, Brandon Carabini, Lawrence Bannon, co-chairs, Tim Wetmore, Alicia Servinsky, Bill Hines, Tracy Rowlands, past Commodore Larry Ruin, Kate Mance, Arthur Beerer, John Ferrante, Catherine Ato, Tom Davey, Mary Beth Fisher, and Andre Basso. We are all volunteers. We do this either the volunteers are parents of sailors, or we just do it because we love sailing and we love giving back to the sport and to the next generation. This is our staff. We're excited to have sailing director Alejandro Amezcua, Wyatt Bishop is our head instructor this year. He's also an excellent race coach. Hayden Hart is new from Larchmont. Owen Bischoff is Wyatt's younger brother. Lainey Ferrante is new from Larchmont. Coming back, Sean Broder, our admin. We have coming back Faye Campbell, June Rowe, Parker Mayu, Ellen O'Connell, and we have new Tyler Mendes, Lachlan McIntyre, who is Ian's younger brother, and James Tosi. And it's a great group of instructors. They're all very accomplished racers and great sailors. We're really excited to have them. And yes, this is it. We're looking forward to having a great summer. And if anyone has typed questions, I'm going to look through the chat and we'll answer questions. So feel free to type into the chat. Okay, the first question is, if it rains, do they have no place to go? Okay, to clarify, only if we have a hurricane or a tropical storm or tornado warnings, we will cancel. All the other rain, it's okay. We are sailors and sailors get wet. And there's plenty of space for the sailors to, have indoor classes. If we don't have room, if we have to take our tent down, we need to close because then it's just too windy and too crazy. But it happens like once every 2 years, so it's not a normal occurrence. I just want to let you guys know it may happen. They say it's an active hurricane season this year. Okay, next, let me go back. Okay. All the boats have prop guards. If a boat breaks their prop guard, it is grounded and we don't use it. We have like 4 or 6 spare prop guards and it takes like half an hour to reinstall them, but we never let a boat out without prop guards. Okay, the next question, what happens if we are running late in the morning because of traffic? What time do the sailboats go out? So if you're running late, it's really helpful to call and let us know. We hope it doesn't happen often. If we can, if the sailors are still here, they may miss the chalk talk. But if they have gone out and they're already out sailing, then whoever is late, they have to wait until lunchtime, until everyone comes back in. We don't have a shuttle service to bring sailors out. So try to be on time. It usually takes an hour or 45 minutes to get everyone onto the docks and going. So there's a good chance if someone is a few minutes late, they will not miss their class and they will still be participating. Next question, someone who is taking session 2, anything for those taking one session only? So if it's beginners that start in session 2, they start exactly like the session 1 beginners, from the basics, and then they work their way up. Our curriculum is, we have like charts where we mark everything the sailors need to learn before they move up to the next level. And so parents can see, how far along their sailors are. And but typically you stay in your group for the whole 3 weeks. And then if you mastered all the skills, then they move up to the next level. The next question, how will you communicate if camp will be closed or will close early? So we send emails and texts to everyone. It goes, when you signed up your seller on ClubSpot, it goes to the primary phone number and primary email. Somehow ClubSpot doesn't work very well to add on second contacts. So if you need 2 contacts, please let us know and we will then make other arrangement if both parents need to be notified. Otherwise, it will just go to the primary person. Okay, the next question. If they wear a bathing suit when they arrive, do they pack another or just a dry change of clothes? So yes, one pair of shoes, that's the easy answer. That's correct. I think Crocs are really good because they dry, they don't stay wet and soggy. I would recommend pack a bathing suit and some dry clothes if they want to change into it. Depends how hot it is. Also, if the weather is inclement, if it rains, bring a rain jacket or a light windbreaker because it does get chilly on the water. The next question, do we need to rent a boat or are boats provided? Yes, you do need to rent a boat if you don't own a boat. And if anyone doesn't have a boat and needs to rent one, please contact us. We will have boats for everyone, but we do need to know ahead of time if a boat is required. The charter fee is $525. So that will be in addition to the tuition fee. How many junior beginner sailors in the August session? I believe they're around 12, but I'm not 100% sure. So I would have to verify that, but if it's like, it's between 10 and 12, I think. Next question. My son is signed up for intermediate level. He has done 2 summers of camp at another club. Will he need to be tested, signed off before starting? So what we do is on the first couple days, we actually on the first day, everyone who is new to the program has to pass a swim test. So they can swim with their life jacket, without their life jacket. And another thing that beginners do is a capsize test, and that will be done in the pool. So they learn what happens when a boat capsizes. They learn that it's not scary. They learn how to bail it out, and all in a very safe, controlled environment. Getting back to the intermediate, yes, everyone will be tested, and if people, let's say someone signed up for intermediate and they only are able to do 80% of the tasks, we probably leave them in the intermediate group and work on the missing skills. But if they can only do 10%, they have to go back to beginner. So we will evaluate everyone and make sure they're in the right class where they learn the most and get the most out of the program. Next question, how many regattas are there for the fever session? So I would say in each session at least 3, but I'm guessing right now. So any racing sailors, we will publish the regatta schedule, and then you know, parents can see what regattas are available. We go to all regattas in the JSA, which is the Junior Sailing Association, and the distance from Huguenot all the way up to Cedar Point, sometimes we trailer the boats, sometimes we tow them, depending on the distance. But but there will be a lot of racing. We also have our Huguenot Regatta, and we have a club championship in session 2. So everyone will get a chance to compete if they choose so. Okay, then we have, if sailors completed a sailing summer camp session last year, are they graduated and go to the next level for this summer? The answer is usually yes. Most people move on, or as I mentioned before, if they need to work on 1 or 2 skills, we will try to get them up to speed. Okay, next one. A question. The tuition that was paid on website already, is there a way to check on ClubSpot if I paid for the boat rental? I can't remember. So if you are not sure, you should email us. I did a charter list today, and there were a lot of people that I wasn't sure. I have to double check. So please contact us if you're not sure. If there are people that didn't charter a boat, I will also email them and say, do you need a boat or do you have your own boat? Again, we try to help everyone. We will get a boat for every sailor. So, but we need to know. Next question, are the regattas during the week or on weekends? So most of them are during the week. There are a couple weekend regattas, and they're all away regattas, and we will send out the like what needs to be done, who is going. Usually there will be carpooling and trailer towing and stuff. Regattas are mostly advanced sailors. Some intermediates go to regattas. So we will work with all the families that have racing sailors that so they learn what to do and how to do it. The best email address is the junior sailing email, juniorsailing@huguenotyachtclub.com. And we monitor that email and then respond to any questions. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's it. So if there are no other questions, again, you can always email if you think of something later. And I want to thank you all for Zooming in tonight. I want to thank you for bringing your children and entrusting them to us. We love what we're doing. We love to teach sailing. It's going to be a great summer. It's so much fun, and most of our sailors come back year after year, and it's like having a family. So thank you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at junior commissioning. Good night, everyone.